In order to plot this data on a map, we need all of the address information to be in a single column. And the problem right now is that the address information, as you can see, is scattered across these 4 columns. So the objective here is to get these 4 columns of information into a single column, and we're going to do that using Excel's concatenate function. Okay, to begin, I'm going to insert a column here that I can put all of this information in and stretch it out and give it a quick header. Let's just use the word address in all caps. And now start with the equal sign and type concatenate, a left parenthesis, and then the cell address for the first piece of information, a comma, and a space surrounded by quotes. Cell address for the second piece of information, another comma, space surrounded by quotes. Another cell address, again a comma, space surrounded by quotes, another comma, the cell address of the final piece of information, and then finish out with a right parenthesis. Hit enter and stretch the column out, and you can see that Excel has combined all of that address information into a single column, just like we wanted it to. Now let's take a closer look at the elements of that concatenate function that I typed. Notice that there are cell addresses, E2 for example where the street number is, F2 where the name of the street is, G2 which is the name of the city, and finally H2 which is the name of the state. And then between these cell addresses I've included spaces surrounded by quote marks just to break them up when they get put together. And then separating everything, whether it's a cell address or a space, is a comma. And then the whole command begins with a left parenthesis and ends with a right parenthesis. Now let's do the same thing for the rest of the cells in the column. And you've seen this before. You just come to the cell you want to highlight, right click, choose copy. And now I'm holding down the left mouse button and dragging down to highlight the cells that I want to copy this formula into. All the way down to the bottom. There we are. And when I'm done, let up on the mouse button and hit enter. And stretch the column out a little bit. And there we are. It would be nice now to get rid of columns E through H since we no longer need that information. But watch what happens when I try to delete column E. See, column D goes crazy because it contained formulas that were referring to information in that column that I just deleted. So that's a problem. Let me hit undo and show you a way around this problem. Let's come in front of column D, insert a column, and let me type a quick header here. You actually don't need to do this. And now what I'm going to do is copy column E into column D, but I'm going to do it using the paste special function, which brings over just the values, that is the text that was in column E, not the formulas. And once I've done that, then the text will stay put even if I delete the information that fed the formulas that originally produced the text. So let's see how this goes. Let's click OK and widen the column a little bit, and now you see that in this column I have just the text, but in this column I have the formula that produced the text. So now I can go back and delete this extra information without messing up the text of the addresses. And so there's our file ready to be saved and uploaded to our mapping software.